Alright, welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio, and we got another quick reveal for you here. So we just got teased, the full-on display of two new miniatures, one for 40k and one for Age of Sigmar. So here we have the 40k Inquisitor, pretty awesome model right off the bat. He's got that awesome inquisitorial banner pole on his back, a bionic arm stabbing his awesome sword into the ground. Looks like there's some sort of chaos book on the ground, and he is basically purging it from existence. You can see sort of like a face in the flame kind of coming up out of the book. Overall, the aesthetic of this model is phenomenal. Definitely reminds me of, the old school inquisitorial look. Definitely just awesome. I love it. It's great. And then if we just give it a quick scroll down here, we can see also here is a new Kruleboyz character as well. And once again, great miniature, very unique, got a nice look to him. Definitely got a little bird perched up on his shoulder and just kind of doing his thing. A little more of a relaxed pose, but two brand new miniatures just revealed. So let's see what Games Workshop has to say about these bad boys. And it looks like this one definitely has some sort of like textured base thing going on here as well. It's kind of got like the new Warhammer pose going as well, where he sort of got his shield at rest, similar to like the blade guard, and then a little more relaxed with his weapon as well. So scroll up here and see what they got to say about these new anniversary models. Celebrate this year's store anniversaries with a brand new Inquisitor and Gutrippa boss. Every year we like to commemorate the anniversaries of our local Warhammer stores with some celebratory miniatures, and the two for 2022 are perhaps the best ever. They will both be available on the weekend of your store's anniversary and for the next 7 days afterwards. So you've got plenty of time to pop in and get your hands on them. So who exactly will be joining to celebrate another lap around the sun? Allow us to introduce Inquisitor Erasmus, Cartavolnus, and Haggok the Gutrippa. So we know that Erasmus Cartavolnus is an Ordo Malleus Inquisitor. The Ordo Malleus is dedicated to hunting and exterminating demons wherever they appear. The Erasmus Cartavolnus has been doing it for over 300 years. Despite his advanced age, the zealous Inquisitor still strides the battlefield in search of demonic quarry, and this knowledge of binding rituals is second to none. So again, this model looks great. I love the writing and kind of gold like filigree on the cape. Love the overall aesthetic of this model. Everything from like the little scarf and the way that it's textured, the purity seals as well, backpack, the sort of like standard on the backpack, the bionic arm. I mean, everything about this dude is phenomenal. This is a must-have for me. Obviously, we saw a little bit of this previewed. We saw a little glimpse of him on the back of one of the books as well. So we had kind of gotten a little preview or teaser of the Inquisitor coming. It says sculpted plunging his personal force sword into a book of cursed scripture. You can see from the ghostly face and the flames that more than just words made their home between the pages. So we know he has a force sword. That is pretty awesome as well. Haggok the Gutrippa boss. It takes a wily creature to command the respect of Kruleboyz Gutrippa mob, and Haggok is always on the look for his latest would-be usurper to preemptively run through. And again, he's just sort of chilling. Got his bird familiar on his shoulder. Pretty cool boss pole deal going on there as well. Typical Kruleboyz shield, and obviously armed with the spear. And it says, with a mostly tame vulture keeping his beady eyes open to incoming threats, Haggok has time to relax a little and survey the battlefield, leaning casually on his scar shield. He fits in perfectly with the existing Gutrippa warbands, and as a unit leader, he has more refined air than your average Kruleboyz can muster. He fits in perfectly with your existing Gutrippa warbands, and as a unit leader. So he's a unit leader, maybe not an actual character. That's interesting. Not sure when your local store will celebrate its anniversary. We've compiled the handy PDF that rounds up most of the Warhammer stores around the globe, so take a look to see details for yours. So this is obviously the store anniversary deal going on. Once a year they do this. While this information is correct at the time of publication, it can be subject to change. So if you want extra, sure, especially if you're thinking of traveling, simply check in with your local store manager or handy store finder. Not only shows that your closest store is located, but can help you find phone numbers and social media accounts too. So again, these models are only going to be available in store or directly through the store. So definitely a nice little incentive to get people to support their local friendly neighborhood game store. So again, that Gutrippa boss, pretty awesome. I like him a lot. Not nearly as flashy and exciting is the Sigmar model compared to the Inquisitor. This is phenomenal. The paint job is epic too. I love the sword. It looks great. So, well, there you have it. Just a quick little update. Let me know what you think. Are these a must-have? What do you think of these bad boys? Are you going to be picking them up? You're going to be traveling to your local store? Do you have a store around you? Is it a pain when they do stuff like this because it's hard to get to a store because you don't have one around you? Are you ready to travel to the ends of the earth to get these bad-looking dudes right here? Or hard pass for you? You just don't like the aesthetic of them? Or just not impressed? Let me know what you think. Always appreciate all the likes, subscribes, and shares. That's it for today. Just a quick one. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.